Next is representation. Representation of organic compounds. First, we can represent it as an empirical formula. We can represent it as an empirical formula. What is an empirical formula?
Simplest whole number ratio.
Simplest ratio of the elements present.
Tells us the simplest whole number ratio of the different types of atoms present in the molecule. Number 2 can be molecular formula. Tells us the actual number of each type of atom in a molecule. Third is structural formula. So structural formula is gives us an idea about the atoms bonded to each carbon atom in the molecule. CH2, double one CH, CH, OH, CH3. আচ্ছা, so এখন structural formula can be represented in 3 ways. Number 1 is discrete formula. Or open form. So আমরা যেটা last example দেখছিলাম ওইটাই কি করব আমরা will show all the bonds. So this shows all the bonds. This shows all the bonds present between the atoms. So এখানে carbon, double bond carbon, এখানে hydrogen, এখানে hydrogen, এখানে hydrogen, এখানে একটা carbon, এখানে hydrogen, একটা OH. OH লিখলে ভুল। You have to write O bond H. এখানে একটা হাইড্রোজেন, হাইড্রোজেন, হাইড্রোজেন। ঠিক আছে? The next one is a condensed form. a condensed form. তাহলে condensed form কি হয়? Does not show the single bonds. Only shows the multiple bonds. Multiple bonds the bracket shows that it is a branch of the previous carbon. CH2 double bond CH CH OH CH3. First, introductory. This is introductory to organic chemistry. Very, very, very important. And third, we have bond line. অথবা তোমাদের জন্য এটা skeletal formula or bond line formula or bond line. So এটাতে কি হয়? This is a simplified version of the displayed formula. It only shows the carbon to carbon bonds. Only functional groups are drawn. It shows the multiple bonds. Sorry, I missed another. I missed another thing. That's a 3D formula. 3D formula. Okay, so we'll again take the same example. We'll take again the same example we took here. So এখানে আমরা what did we take? We took a CH2 double bond CH OH then CH3. So এখানে structural formula skeletal formulaতে each bend is a carbon. So how this is carbon number 1. So there is a dot here. আচ্ছা আমি dot গুলো একটু অন্য কালার দিয়ে দেই তাহলে I think it's going to be easier. So this is a dot. Then so suppose this is carbon number, this dot is this carbon. তারপর we get a line. তারপর আবার আরেকটা dot. Then again there is a bond. Again there is a dot. It is a different color দিয়ে দেই, but it's the same carbon কিন্তু. Is the same carbon. আচ্ছা, again there is another dot. So each dot is basically each carbon. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So actually আমরা ডট দিয়ে আঁকি না, আমরা যেভাবে আঁকি, that is this, this, and this. So each bend is a carbon. So this is a carbon, this is a carbon, this is a carbon, and this is a carbon. So I told you যে ওখানে they don't show the carbon and hydrogens. এটা লিখে রাখো, in skeletal formula it does not show the carbon and hydrogen. কিন্তু carbon and hydrogen বাদেও তো অনেক কিছু আছে। কি আছে? এখানে একটা ডাবল বন্ড আছে। The double bond is between the first and the second carbon. So এই জন্য এখানে একটা ডাবল বন্ড থাকবে। আচ্ছা, so they don't represent carbon and hydrogen. Well and fine. They don't represent carbon and hydrogen, but এখানে তোমার কি আছে? What do you have here? You have a OH group.
Functional group.
You have a functional group. So you have to show your functional group. এখন functional group কি তোমরা নিচে দিবা নাকি functional group উপরে দিবা? Doesn't make a difference. It does not make a difference. You can give it anywhere. Okay? And again, here you have CH3. Do we represent a carbon and hydrogen in a skeletal formula? No. Right? So ultimately তোমার স্ট্রাকচারটা হবে এরকম। শেষ। So this whole thing can be represented like this. ডাবল বন্ডটা এরকম নিশ্চয়ই হবে না, ডাবল বন্ডটা একটু সুন্দর হবে। So this is the skeletal or the bond line formula, the wedge and the dash representation. So this shows a 3D compound in 2D, giving a correlation which atom is outside the plane and which atom is behind the plane. So let me first finish and then you ask your question. So this is a solid wedge represents let's just take a simple example কারণ আমরা যদি আগের এক্সাম্পলটা নেই তাহলে it's going to be too complicated. So this is ethane, okay? So এই কার্বনটাকে আমরা যদি সেন্টারে নেই, আচ্ছা আরেকটা অন্য কিছু নেই, এথানল নেই, তাহলে আরো ইজিয়ার হবে, এথানল। সো এটাকে আমরা কিভাবে রিপ্রেজেন্ট করতে পারি? আমরা এটা রিপ্রেজেন্ট করতে পারি, there is a hydrogen, there is another hydrogen, there is OH, and there is a wedge shape. forgive me for the drawing. So wedge shape টা কি হবে এই পুরো জিনিসটা, which is CH3. So এটাকে আমরা যদি if we represent this, so if we have like 3 legs, আমরা তো 2 দিতে দেখছি. So তোমাদের জন্য this is in front, right? But for me this is on the back. So এটার উপরে আরেকটা থাকবে. So I'm talking about a tetrahedral structure. I'm talking about a tetrahedral structure. So আমি তো তোমরা what you can see is you can see these two things, right? Right?
Yes, sir.
So এটা তুমি দেখতে পাচ্ছো, এটা দেখতে পাচ্ছো, এটা কি? It is going outside the paper. মানে it's coming towards you, right? This is coming towards you. And yes, this marker is behind you. So in a tetrahedral structure, the two hydrogen are in the plane. Or two bonds, actually in tetrahedral structure, two bonds are in the plane. One bond is out of the plane. So এখানে দুইটা bond which is in the plane, those are the hydrogens. One bond is out of the plane. এখানে out of the plane কোনটা? The wedge shape, right? Because we studied the wedge shape is going away from the central atom. So এখানে the one bond which is out of the plane is the CH3, the wedge shape. Our one bond is coming towards the plane, which is the OH. তাহলে যেটা solid, so আমরা বলতে পারি যে this is coming towards the plane. So this is solid. And the marker is going away from the plane. এই যে পিছনে যেটা. So that is wedge shaped. So for you people, তুমি যদি OH টা wedge shape দিতা আর CH3 টাকে তুমি যদি solid দিতা, same thing. বা মানে উপরেরটা সব সময় has to be this, because since it's the up, there's no other bonds behind or in front. So উপরেরটা ছাড়া any combination you can give here. We can also draw it like this: hydrogen, CH, এখানে হাইড্রোজেন দেই, এখানে একটা OH, এখানে একটা CH3 দেই, এখানে একটা OH দেই, does not matter, is the same thing, any combination. Okay guys, can we move on?